Brownie.
It's a podcast bonus.
Nova.
Chrissy Swan, Sam Pang and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissy's Celebrity Star.
There was a brief resurgence in interest in Queen Latifah when the Queen passed away because people thought that maybe it was Queen Latifah. And it was not, of course. It was HRH Lizzie. But she's appeared on Drew Barrymore's talk show. I love Drew Barrymore so much. And she was talking about her no death clause. She gets written into all her contracts, her movie contracts, because she's an actor now, that her character doesn't die, and here's why.
Is it true that you have a no-death clause?
You know what happened at the beginning of my career? My characters died. I was like, wait a minute, if I keep dying in these movies, I can't do a sequel. So it's like, and so we kind of threw it in there, and it was a little, kind of off-the-cuff funniness, but I was like, no more dying. No more getting shot up by 300 bullets in this car, okay?
It's
good.
usually it's a nudity clause, and I love that yours is a no-death clause.
Yeah, I was like, nah, you can show my butt if you need to.
Yes.
Interesting, no, but she obviously didn't look at Terminator 2. Schwarzenegger got lowered into the iron and the boiling
The
pit
lava,
of
brother.
The lava. He came back in Terminator 3.
Good point.
He was a robot.
Swanee, it doesn't matter. He still died, okay?
Out on a technicality.
Nova.
Chrissy Swan, Sam Pang and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissy's Celebrity Star.
Tom Cruise is set to become the first actor to shoot a movie in outer space. He's going to get a rocket,
Yes.
and part of the storyline is that he saves the Earth from space, which involves going to space to shoot it.
Brownie, I thought you said that there was a Fast and the Furious movie that finished in space. You're saying that Vin Diesel didn't actually shoot that scene in space.
Well, I was surprised. Well, considering he was floating around, there was a dog up there as well.
I think you'll find it was Ludacris and Tyrese in a sedan.
It was in a sedan,
space.
mate. It was like a Toyota Corolla
Yeah.
up there in space, just cruising around.
I've never seen one of those movies, but it sounds about right.
You'll always remember where you were when you realised that Fast and the Furious 9 did not actually go to space.
It's shattering.
It's shattering.
You know,
What's the point of living anymore?
well, my kids got up and walked out
In
This is
disgust.
so-
during that scene. In disgust. Oh, yeah, they
So
jumped the shark
unbelievable.
moment.
He's going to be the first civilian to do a spacewalk outside of the space station. Tom Cruise.
Is this necessary, Tom?
He's going to be the first civilian to do a spacewalk outside of the space station. Apparently, he's got a lot of clout these days since Top Gun 2, whatever it was called, Maverick. It's made $1.4 billion on
He's just
planet
ticking
Earth.
off bucket list stuff now, isn't he?
Yeah,
I
he
want
is.
to walk on space. The next
Yeah.
one's in space. Yeah, make it happen.
Correct.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Nova.
Chrissy Swan, Sam Pang and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissy's Celebrity Star.
Joining us for Celebrity Stuff is Seb Costello. Welcome to the show, Seb.
Chrissy, Sam Brownie, great to hear your voices. Good morning, Melbourne.
Tonight in an ACA, that's a current affair for those playing at home, exclusive. John Farnham's sons, Rob and James, thank Australia for the amazing support that their legendary father has received.
Yeah, they now think sort of the time is right, Chrissy. So Rob's 41, James is 34. They've ridden the ups and downs with mum and dad of the career and now the incredible ups. I mean, we all love John, don't we? And they rarely do interviews, these guys. But if you've ever thought to yourself, Chrissy, that John Farnham seems like such a beautiful person, I bet he's got a beautiful family, then you'd be absolutely right. Robert and James are two of the most down-to-earth, lovely people you will ever meet. And tonight on the Current Affairs, 7 p.m, Channel 9, they just want to thank Australia, the fans, the doctors, the surgeons, the nurses, everyone who's shown their family such phenomenal support over the last few weeks.
Is the great Jill Farnham featured? She is magic.
Yeah, she's unbelievable, Jill. And they're really keen to share the story of how crucial Jill was in actually spotting the area of concern that led to John's surgery. So, no, Jill doesn't appear tonight, but you have two loving sons who love their mum and dad to death, and they're just rapt to talk about both
They're
of them
beautiful
and
boys.
say how important
Yeah.
they've been. And also another person who's been really important for the Farnhams is Gaynor Wheatley, who's another lovely person, beautiful person, Gaynor, Glenn's wife, who's a dear family friend of the Farnhams.
Hey, what can we expect in the interview? What
Yeah.
secrets are revealed, Seb?
Well, Brownie, it's really interesting. So there was a lot of interest, both from the press and fans around where John actually was. That is, what hospital he was in. and what was going on. That is, what surgery he was actually having and what part of his face was actually being worked on. And one of the things you'll find out tonight is that the boys reveal they had a system of passwords to keep all that information on a need-to-know basis. So only the family and the really close loved ones of sort of Team Farnham were aware of this information. So they would speak about where they were going and at what time in a bit of a coded system just to make sure that John's privacy was kept.
Seb, Sam Pang here. I just wanted to say, if you were me right now, what question would you ask you?
Well, look, I'm conscious of the fact, Pangy, that you are a brilliant interviewer, and I think, look, the key question...
No, why would you... That's insincere, Seb. It's not a strength of mine. I've never said it was.
There's no evidence of it.
I often pretend to try to care. I often forget to pretend. But, mate, I'm telling you, you're a master of it.
Most of the time he doesn't even turn up to the interviews he knows that he doesn't care about.
Look, after Swanee and you had a chat, Brownie asked a good question. I'm saying it comes to me, what am I supposed to ask now?
Well, it's a very, very good point, Pangy. And I think you would ask, Seb, do you ask the boys whether John will ever perform again?
Seb, hold on. Seb, Seb.
Yep, cool.
Wonderful. Congratulations on the interview. We're all looking forward to it. Did you ask the boys if their father will ever perform again?
Great question, Sam.
Well done.
Pangy, that is just an unbelievable journalist. And I just would say, yes, we certainly do. And it's quite a serious question, so I don't want to make light of the question. I answer that, and you'll hear that tonight, 7 p.m, Channel 9, Current Affairs.
All right, mate, that's the second time you've given the plug. We know when it's on.
I know. But while I'm at it, I just wanted to throw something at Brownie and Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Current affair at the moment, Tracy Grimshaw's decided that she's finishing up. We love Tracy. We all want her to stay for another 10 years. But I was just thinking to myself that if Tracy is to finish in November, how good a current affair host would Chrissy be?
Wow. Well, she would be magnificent. You'd play it on a break, Swanee. You'd play it on an absolute break. You love Grimmers, but you'd probably take it to another level. But also another co-host of ours.
Me and the auto cue.
Oh, that's true.
Best auto cue rated.
Would you consider it, Swanee, if you were asked?
No.
Seb, do you want the gig, Seb?
All right, well, that's disappointing. Well, my backup plan was the next time we find a bloke who's sort of cheating on multiple partners, can we send Brownie round to his house to confront him on camera?
Yes.
I'd like that.
I'd like that.
What's his name?
Casanova Conman.
What's Martin?
King?
Martin King. I'd be the new Martin King, wouldn't I?
Yep.
Hey, Seb, do you want Grimmer's job? Surely you've been there for yonks, man.
Yeah, you'd be in the mix, surely.
Not so sure about that. But look, Pangy, I don't know if you heard this, but tonight on A Current Affair at 7 p.m, Rob and James exclusive interview.
Seb, you are a plug machine.
What do you think, Arbo? What do you think our co-host, Sarah Arbo?
Nah, she won't do
Sarah Arbo's brilliant.
Hey, Seb, thanks for your time and all the best.
Thanks, guys.
Chrissy, Sam and Brownie, Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissy, Sam and Brownie, unless it's a weekend.
In over 100.